Hi, I am Carl Rodrigues, a balance and ascension coach. Welcome to Money in the Fifth Dimension. Now, if you want more background on what the fifth dimension is, you might want to look at my video, What's the Fifth Dimension, and what it means for you. I'm going to talk very specifically around money and apply that to these principles of how we're going through a transition from old ways of being, third dimensional being, into new levels of consciousness and new, what we call new paradigms, new ways of being. And if we think about this in terms of consciousness or awareness, I've mentioned before that people are waking up to the fact that they have this, what we call personal sovereignty over their own lives. Through our thoughts, we create our reality. We change those thoughts, we change our inner world, and the outer world reflects that. And so when it comes to money, we have an ability to start making some changes there if we're not comfortable with how things are. The other aspect of this, which is very much about the fifth dimension, is a real understanding, a real awareness that while we have our own personal sovereignty, we are also completely and utterly interlinked and connected to everyone else around us on the planet and beyond. Everything is vibration, everything is energy. So not only do we have power to create a certain environment for ourselves, but that choice that we make on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis has a ripple effect, has an effect on what happens in the collective. If you think about Twitter now and the internet, they've been showing us a mirror for really what's happening in the collective consciousness. You're seeing these trends and how people's thoughts are changing and moving towards certain topics. And of course, money has been one of these things that people have been very focused on. And I think really where we're at as a collective is many people are now looking at the way things have been around money, and they're questioning it at least, and they're also wanting some positive change. People are, for example, moving through that series of steps around, okay, we want sustainability, we want ethics, we want giving, we want to be able to be free to have the choice to give. Now, I've created an idea which I'm going to offer to you today, which pulls together two things. One is people keep asking me about meditation, and I'm very much a believer that, having experienced it for myself, that the absolute power of meditation, this balance is about being able to really strike a balance between stillness and dynamism, and within that setting the intention for what we want to bring to pass. So we're going to blend a meditation using this power that you as an individual have to make change in your life, but also to enable and facilitate change globally for the population. Because when we set an intention for something that we want, it becomes amplified when we also wish it for everybody else. Now, I was spent last year involved in some what you call mass group meditations, and a lot of people were focused in 2012 around peace. I've always had a soft spot for prosperity, because I feel that when we're looking at abundance in our lives, whether we want vitality, we want great relationships, and we want all the great things in our life, I think if we want abundance, it's in all areas of our lives. And I feel that sometimes, well, in a big way actually, on a collective level, people are still not feeling worthy and deserving of abundance flowing in their lives. So they feel prosperous from a money perspective. People are wanting to see a better world, they're wanting to give, but I think one of the things that's holding a lot of people back, and certainly I've experienced this with some people talking to me, is they don't really feel comfortable with the structures around money that we currently have, whether they have an issue with capitalism or the inequality that's going on. And so what I want to focus on today is something I want to really, like Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. I want to really drum through this point that you are a being of personal sovereign power. You are creating your reality through your thoughts, and through that work that you're doing, through that beingness, you're having an impact. Whether you choose to believe this or not, you're having an impact on the collective. That's how powerful you are. So if you're sitting here right now listening to this and thinking, well, yeah, Carl, I would love it if we could have, the end of world poverty. I'd love it if we could have, lots of people in abundance. because I don't want to feel guilty about having lots myself. Well, then choose that as your intention, but don't cut off the flow to yourself. Feel deserving of more money flowing into your life, and money is energy, so we're really doing some energy work here. So how does this meditation work? Well, I have decided on Sundays at 12 o'clock UK time, every Sunday I'm going to sit myself down for 10 minutes, and I invite you to join me in this. We don't need to be connected via a webinar or anything. Just our intention and the sense of being connected to anyone else who chooses to turn up for this will be enough. 10 o'clock, the first thing you're going to do, because I know that this will offer people the ability to just turn up and also practice meditation. For the first 3 minutes, I want you to just still yourself, sit comfortably and focus on your breath coming in and going out of your nose, and just keep your mouth closed. And just allow yourself to settle the mind, allow the thoughts to come. There may well be some resistance to doing this, and of course, there are going to be beliefs and feelings that you have around money which might be being triggered by listening to this, and certainly will be triggered when you get to doing this process. But what I'm offering you is just an opportunity to allow some of that stuff to come up, and you can talk to me about how you might be able to clear different beliefs and change beliefs, or look into that yourself as well. But the key is, this is a win-win offering here. We're not going to actually charge any money to turn up, and here's an opportunity for you to put the intention out there. This is one of the first things you'll do. You'll set the intention that you want to allow more money to flow to you, and also to the planet. Now, not all of the planet are going to be ready to receive that, but that's their choice. You don't need to worry about that. So within the process, you spend 3 minutes quietening your mind, being non-judgmental about any thoughts that come. Position yourself in that observer place where you're able to see the thoughts coming and going, and just allow yourself to relax. And after those 3 minutes, and don't be too precious about how long that 3 minute period takes, just when you feel ready and you feel grounded, and if you know sort of grounding techniques, to obviously apply those. Then I want you to just visualize the planet as small in front of you, and I want you to put your hands out in front of you and visualize that you've got a small version of the planet, and bathe it in gold. This is the idea that I want everybody to focus. If everybody's focused on the same thing, it will amplify. And one of the reasons why I'm choosing this is because I'm aware that one of the things that's happening on the planet, which I think is going to be a positive thing for us, is that gold is becoming something that is seen as a equivalent to currency. And I believe there's a lot of gold that's going to flow, and certainly it will flow more if you're able to actually set this as the intention as well. But think of gold as a symbol for wealth and abundance. And enjoy it, get into this state of imagining, and just imagine this for a moment. People have been thinking about, let's end world poverty. I mean, really allow yourself to imagine the joy that can come from feeling like everybody, including yourself, can live in a world where we just don't have to worry about this money issue. Now, of course, we're going through a transition, and you yourself are going through a transition in your own levels of consciousness. So this is an opportunity for you to play your part, and believe me, it's a very important part. And if you do this process, and you actually learn how to, enjoy this process, which is really the laying down the gauntlet that I'm setting you, is to be able to turn up and do this, number one, as a disciplined warrior, and number two, that you actually learn whatever it takes to be able to actually enjoy this process of visualizing the planet bathed in gold. So you just spend some time while you're, moving your hands, just allow them to move and feel like you are, as a powerful creator, an alchemist, you are creating that gold bathed planet. And you're enjoying, get yourself into that vibration of enjoying how it will feel. And I use the word will because we are going on a journey, my friends, my brothers and sisters, I feel like I want to say, we're going on a journey to what's called full consciousness. And, look at what's been going on the planet. Yes, at the moment it looks like, there are a lot of things which are problematic. And Einstein said, we solve the problems at a different level of consciousness than the level that we created it at. These are what I would call 5D solutions to 3D problems. 3D problem is scarcity. 5D solution is vibrationally connecting to abundance and a win-win situation where we acknowledge that we're unified, that we can do this together, that our intention is powerful, that we're all one, and that there is more than enough in the universe, and actually that the universe wants us all to live in abundance should we choose to feel worthy of that abundance. Okay, so just to recap on the process, because it's actually modelling something which I sometimes teach in a longer version, which is this process of intent, still point, action. So what you're going to do with this 10-minute meditation is you're going to turn up, you're going to set the intention that this is a meditation to encourage abundance, this planet and your own life to be bathed in gold, to be bathed in abundance. You're going to set that as the intention. You're going to then relax and bring yourself into a still place where you just allow thoughts to come and flow through you, but you focus on your breath and you relax and bring yourself, maybe even just bring yourself a little bit to awareness of the quietness in the center of your heart. And then you bring in the action piece, you put your hands out, you visualize the planet bathed in gold. You might also just allow gold to wash over you as well. Feel worthy and deserving and connect to the joy of that happening, and then you will be contributing to the collective. You just absolutely will be. And obviously I want more and more people to do this meditation with me. Now there may be times when I don't turn up at 12 o'clock on a Sunday because I might be doing something, but I want to set a particular time of the day each week. Do it for yourself in terms of practicing meditation. Do it for your brothers and sisters, and let's get this thing shifting even further. And do please let me know of things that come up for you, because I can certainly offer advice on how you can clear those gremlins in the head that will start to come up and resist doing this. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Obviously you can come to my website peacethroughaction.com and have a look a little bit more at what I do. The key really to creating abundance in your life is very much about getting a sense of what your mission and what your purpose is, which is based on your talents and what you love to do, and what's really important to you. Obviously I can help you with that process, and that then starts this synchronicity. But I wanted to offer you something today which you could go away with, use, play with, and enjoy. So namaste, good luck, and let me know how you get on. Thanks.